What's going on, everyone? Chris from PickDogs.com here with your free pick in the North Carolina versus Miami college basketball matchup going down Monday, February 26th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to PickDogs.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Well, let's get to this one between the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Miami Hurricanes. North Carolina coming into this one 21-6 on the year after a 54-44 road win over Virginia in their last matchup, while Miami comes in loses a 6 in a row after an 80-76 loss at the hands of Georgia Tech at home in their last matchup, losing outright as 8.5-point favorites. I'll tell you, this loss of Nigel Pack for the last few games has really hurt the Miami Hurricanes, especially from a tournament perspective. I mean, this was a team that made the Final Four last year, and all of a sudden, over the course of one season, and I know it's not just the loss of Pack lately, and, this has been like this for a little bit, but it just doesn't help it, is that this team's gone from a Final Four team to a team that a lot of people had as potentially another national contender, but has fallen off the map completely. And if you go for Miami, it goes all the way back to like losses that they've taken, at home against Louisville, as a massive favorite. They did that earlier this season. They lost against, they got crushed by Virginia on the road. And that's not necessarily a bad loss. I'm just saying it is what it is. A 9-point loss at home to Florida, a loss at home to Georgia Tech and Duke. It hasn't come together for Miami. And the loss of Pack, really took a huge weapon away from this Miami team. And, I don't know if they're going to be able to sort of come back from this. I don't even know if we're talking about any sort of postseason tournament for the Hurricanes. They're going to have a massive run in the ACC tournament to have an attempt at making a case at an at-large bid. The only way it looks like they're making the NCAA tournament is if they win the whole thing. So there's a lot of work, not necessarily needs to be said, but there's a lot of work that has to be done for the Miami Hurricanes. Now, the North Carolina Tar Heels are the better team, in better form, coming off of back-to-back wins against Virginia teams, but as much as I like the North Carolina Tar Heels, there's no denying they have started to stumble a little bit. And it all started with that the second performance against Florida State. This was a North Carolina Tar Heels team that was just dominating teams. They were winning conference games left and right by double digits. And then, they beat Florida State, then they lost to Georgia Tech. They got the big win over Duke, then had the letdown against Clemson. They beat Miami, but only beat them by 3 points, then lost to Syracuse. And it's been sort of inconsistent for the Tar Heels. Now, they do play their better basketball at home. They just beat up on Virginia Tech. They hung 96 on the Hokies in that game. And the big thing for North Carolina is the three-point defense. And, this is a Miami team that's still top 100 nationally. Actually, I should say top 50 nationally, in three-point shooting for season-long numbers. They are 8th in the conference in three-point shooting as well. So if North Carolina can shut down the three, should take a big part away of this Miami offense. But that being said, I still think 14 points is a lot in this game, especially since we don't know the status of Nigel Pack. He is questionable for this game, could potentially return. If he does return, this number is going to shrink. But I think the Miami Hurricanes are a team that are still going to fight. I mean, like I said, the first matchup between these two teams, and that was with Pack, and he contributed 20 points in that game, was only decided by 3 points. And even if Pack doesn't play, like I said, 14 points to me just still feels like a lot for a Miami Hurricanes team that just has their backs against the wall right now. Would it surprise me if North Carolina came out and blew these guys out by 20? No. But I just think that I'd probably want the points in my back pocket at this number. So I'm going to take a shot here with Miami plus the 14 points, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at PickDogs Premium. While you're at PickDogs, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at PickDogs. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.